thought it was a joke. A one-off on the end of the outro of The Revenge of Hobo Johnson, my most controversial take of the year. Except for that one time I gave a negative review to one of the most hated albums of 2021. Anyway, but no, we got a second album this year. Hobo Johnson Alienates his fan base, by, of course, Hobo Johnson. I'm disappointed, to say the least. I mean, there's the opening track, Jeff Bezos, sorry. I think I see the potential in it, but he's not really on flow. Like, there's no flow to his words. It feels like he just talked and then it was edited into a flow. What's the AQI of this Bong rip was the funniest song to hear the title of, I guess, but there's some nice production when the song, like, he says, what's the AQI of this Bong rip? How come when I try to dance, the song skips? And when he says skips, it, like, skips it like a record would. It skips the word, because, get it? Yeah. But it's just not good. There's no meaning, really, to it. I don't know. Why Socialism by Albert Einstein, edited for length. It's a fucking thesis. It's just a thesis. There's no point to it. I get it, he's trying to be political like he was on the second to last song on Revenge of Hobo Johnson, song 9, The Government's Not Great. However, with Why Socialism, he's just talking. There's not even a chance at flow. There's no point to this song. It's just there. We get a nice piano, I guess. We get some nice... We get one of those. However, we don't get much more out of this song. And it's 6 minutes. I was expecting a lot. I like Villain of Himself, I guess. It talks about his relationship with his dad and how he feels like he's the main detriment to himself. It's more about self-hatred than anything. I like Drake Diss. I don't know what's with the quotes and shit, but whatever. It's more of an anti-diss than anything. He basically does what Pusha T did, except the opposite. He doesn't diss the baby. He makes one of the funniest lines on the album. Don't bite off more than you can chew, but with that big-ass mouth, I bet that's something you could do. Hey! It has the infamous line out of the outro of The Revenge. Pusha T was extremely disrespectful. That's because Pusha T was extremely successful. This song is a bop. I love Drake Diss. Drake Diss, unironically, one of the best songs on this album. Sorry I Can't Look You in the Eyes is more emotional. It's about how he just can't seem to figure out himself, other people, which is why he can't look other people in the eyes, because he's afraid that they'll see what he can't, and he can't see the bad side. However, All I See Is Poop, featuring Silk Animus. The chorus, god damn it. I guess this is a song, I think. This exists. It's the worst song on this album, by far. There's no debate. And then we get the infamous outro, which I will go in full deep. It's not as funny as The Revenges. It's essentially glitched until he's explaining the next album, Hobo Johnson Loves Sound, which is Hobo's first experimental album. The first track, yes. The second track, no. And the third track, Maybe. And it's I guess a thing. I feel like this album is just standing in the shadow of the revenge. Hobo is just trying to conquer what he can do. He's making these predictions about himself, and he just can't fulfill them, which I think is ultimately the downfall to this album. I hate to say it, but I'm gonna have to give this a decent to a strong 2. Yeah. I'm sorry, Hobo. Have fantastic whatever. Make a better album, I guess.